Hello gamers, welcome to another edition of Tonight on Mage Hammer's Game Table, where tonight I'm continuing my series featuring my role-playing game, Delves and Dangers, a rules-light fantasy adventure role-playing game. This is a game that I created because it's really fun, and I created a game that I wanted to have fun with. Anyway, if you're interested in what you see here today, you can download it at the link in the description below from itch.io. It's a pay-what-you-want download. So it's free to play if you like, or if you'd like to make a donation to me and the channel, you can do that as well. Either way, if you download it and you play it, and I hope you have a lot of fun with it. It is a role-playing game you can play with your friends, and since it's so rules light, it's really easy to play solo. So there you go. With that out of the way, let's talk about what's going on here on the table. So, last episode, Grandon Hindlestone, a member of the Spell League, and his team, he is a human wizard, by the way, and his team, Kranos Silverbark, the Elven Knight of Silvatar, goddess of the forest. He's dressed in plate mail and armor, and his trap springer and door opener, Claudia Softpaw. She is a fell cat thief. And the final member of his team is Theo Shieldfoot. He is a Harefoot cleric of Goddess of Luck, Retha. And he's there to help create healing stones and to fight off the undead. So, last episode, the team was sent on a mission by the Spell League to find a spell book of Kremost, a mage who is said to have died in a delve outside of Northgate in the foothills of the Wormspan Mountain, right outside the village of Cole. There's a delve here in these hills. Northgate's right there, and it was 3 days away. Well, what the urgency is that they came in possession of a journal that was stolen by a spy of the Spell League who has embedded himself in the Invisible Order. And Invisible Order is a rival group of mages that also are trying to get a hold of spell books and other kind of magical items. But they only are wizards. But this particular spell book that they found in this journal is rumored to have an improved invisibility spell. The Invisible Order literally likes to be invisible until it's time to ambush their opponents. They're very sneaky that way. They like to stay invisible. They're spies. So it's like a spy network of wizards. And so the Spell League got word that a team of Invisible Order was sent to find this spell book, and if they get a hold of that improved invisibility spell, they could gain way more power than they already have. So that team was about a day ahead of Grandon's team, and since his is the closest team, they sent them off to try to intercept them, and at the worst, make sure that that spell book does not fall into the hands of the Invisible Order. So, here we are. They have made it down to the second level of the delve, and they have encountered a door behind which they know there are goblins, but not knowing what this delve has and what direction the Invisible Order may have gone, they have to check every room. So they are going to check this room. They're going to open the door, see what they can see, and see what the goblins do. And we'll see what happens. All right. Based on my map, it doesn't look like the Invisible Order came through here and through. Maybe they opened the door, saw the goblins, and went back. Who knows? But remember, the Invisible Order stays invisible until they don't have to be invisible anymore. So the team has decided to open this door and come what may. So, with that, let's get to the action. Okay, I shall open the door. So he opens the door, pulls it open, and the goblins are there. Do you see a passage? No, I do not. Close the door. Boom. So he closes the door, and thump, thump, 2 arrows fly into the door. I say we retreat. No sense in killing those things. We don't have time for this. I agree, Kranos, says Grandon. Let's go. So they go back down the hall, and they go back the other way. They have not yet gone. They fought some kobolds in this hall, and they passed the kobold's body. I'm going to roll on a 1. These goblins chase them. They do not chase them. The goblins don't want any piece of adventurers currently. So there's that. All right, so they make their way down the hallway, and they cautiously, Claudia looks around the corner of this hall, and let's see what she can see. Let me move this back here and maybe get it better into the camera. So she looks around the corner, and there is a hall. She listens closely. Doesn't hear anything. Let's see what these monsters are. They could be kobolds, since that's what went this direction before. But I'm going to roll it randomly and see what we're looking at. That doesn't 100% make sense. That doesn't make sense either. So let's do that. Nope. Nope. Well, I guess. Let me see what's... All right, so this would be the last room. So I have to turn that into a king. And when we get to it, we'll see. So it doesn't make any sense at all, except that the kobolds are there. So these monsters are going to be the kobolds. There were 4 remaining kobolds, I believe. One of them was a chieftain. And so they're going to stand strong in the hall. Well, not a chieftain. He was an extra powerful warrior, I guess. Chieftain is strong language. All right, so let's set up. So they're coming down the hall here. We'll have this be the hall. It's just a 10-foot wide hall. Give it 20 feet here. More than 20 feet. And it turns this way. Let's bring this down here. Turn the corner. That's where Claudia is, right here. The rest of the team is here a bit. Grandon's keeping an eye that way before those goblins come after them. Then it, I guess it shifts this way. We'll just have it, but it only shifts a little bit. I guess. Yeah, let's do this. And you know what? Let's just take it down here because they're going to come up this anyway. So, and then this way. This will be good enough. Do this. Setting up dungeon tiles, folks. Just like the old days. Do this. And that's barely on camera. Let's move it down a little bit. Then it shifts to the side again. Tell you what we're gonna do. Let's just make I love solo gaming. All right, so here's what we'll do. We're just gonna make this part of the dungeon. Okay. And there's a door. That's what we're going to do. Door that leads into that room there. All right. I think that works. So they come around the corner. She's peeking around the corner. Well, they come up here a bit. Yeah, they're going to come around. Okay. They're already in this hall. So they make their way over here. And as soon as they do, there are kobolds with arrows, and they fire away. They get an additional +1 because they, I think maybe there were 6 left. If not, there were some more guards hiding out, so we're going to make it 6 of them that were left. All right, give me some kobolds. Guess this will do. Wee. They're squeaking at them. All right. This guy has a light crossbow. The other two have short bows, spear. I think there's one more. There's one more archer. I want him to be an archer. So there we go. There's the archer. Okay. So they come around the corner, and it is initiative. These kobolds want revenge for their friends for what this group did to them. So, in my game, everybody makes an agility roll, and if they get 2 successes, they... All right, so exploding die. So, she's going before. Theo's going before. Grandon is going before. Oh my gosh, look at all those 6s. That's awesome. And Kranos is going before. So they get the jump on these poor kobolds. Grandon's going to hold on to his power points. Kranos is going to go here. Now, these are very dangerous opponents because they have a gang up ability. And they have a leader, so they're going to end up adding an additional die to their attack rolls. So this could get a little ugly, but we'll see. So they don't get to fire off their arrows first. I'm going to get to their stats in my book. All right. Okay. Gang up ability is going to be nasty. All right, so he has 8 dice. So he is going to attack. This one is long sword. Woo! Wow. Okay, so 2 exploding dice. So 2, 4, 7. And that is more than enough to slaughter that poor kobold. Theo's going to move up and attack. He has 6 dice with his warhammer. Oh my goodness. And Kranos moves up. Theo. Okay, as a harefoot, he gets to reroll 1 failed die. And so that's 4. Minus 2 is 2. That one is still standing. So, there you go. But it is injured. All right. That guy a little tougher. All right, so that's Theo's attack. Then Grandon. Grandon really wants to cast a sleep spell, but he's not going to. He needs to save his power points. So he is going to unleash a magic bolt at the leader. He rolls 8 dice because he has a magnifier, magic magnifier. Okay, gets 1 exploding die. So he is looking at 6 successes. From their agility distance of 3, because they're dodgy little creatures. So it's only 3 damage, but that is enough. That is enough to only injure the leader. The leader is a little tougher than the other ones. And then Claudia, she steps up with her short bow and also fires at the leader. She gets 5 dice. Woo! Look at that. Her dice have been hot this mission. Nice. So 2, 4, 6, 7. Off of his 2 armor is 5, and that is enough to take down a leader. So at least they lose their additional extra die of attack. So here we go. So they're going to... these two are going to have to fight in front of them. They could fire off their bows, but they have like -4 dice in close combat with these kind of weapons. So instead they're going to drop those and whip out their daggers and short swords and attack. They no longer have the advantage of their leader goading them on. The red dice is going to be focused on Theo, the gray die on Kranos. So Kranos, the one on Kranos gets 4, which is just enough of his armor, does not get through his armor. Theo, on the other hand, oh my goodness, it's going to be a critical hit. Oh, man. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Man, that guy right through his armor. 3, 6, 9, 11 damage. Oh my gosh. He's got a 3 armor, so that makes it 8 damage. And he is hurting. Ugh. That hurts bad. All right. That really hurt. Now, it could use a danger die to reduce that damage, but I think he's going to hold on to it. He may need it some other time. So, then the arrow, one at Grandon, one at Claudia. Gray is on Claudia, the red on Grandon. Man, that's a lot of 6s off those red dice. So, Claudia is wearing ringmail, so she has a 2 armor, so she's taking 1 damage. You know what I've been forgetting? My characters are fatigued and have a -1 die when they do anything. I got to remember that, darn it. I'm trying to put a reminder here. Maybe I'll put another token out to remind me. Keep that token out to remind me there, -1 dice. Sorry, so the gods were smiling upon them when it happened. All right, so Claudia took her hit. Now we got 2 exploding dice. So 4 successes minus his armor, magic armor of 2, puts him at 2 damage. All right, so now we go back to initiative. Wow, that was crazy hit on Theo. All right, so Claudia just barely goes before, Kranos is going before, Grandon is going after, and Theo before. All right, let's see what happens. Now they have -1 die. Don't forget, they have 1 round of extra energy, I guess. Okay, so I guess Theo's going to attack with 5 dice because he has -1 die because he's fatigued. He gets to reroll a failed die, and he gets 1 exploding die. Oh, man. So that's 3, that's 2. Still not enough to harm. Wait, did he hit his at all? Yeah, he did. So that one is at 1 stamina left. He's not going to use his daring dice to finish it. He's just going to take it. Now, the other thing I forgot was that these creatures, when they attack somebody who's within 5 feet of an ally, they get an additional 3 dice. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? Just for the heck of it. All right, so that would have been 1 more damage on Theo, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to say he rolled it and hit with it. And then Kranos, too. I don't mind going retroactive. All right, so he actually did 3 damage to Kranos. Gotta remember that sneak attack bonus. All right, so I won't forget it this time. So Theo swung, hit, didn't do much damage. He rolls 7 dice, Kranos, because he is fatigued like everybody else. And that's pretty solid. 5 particular hits, no exploding dice, minus the 2 armor, so that's 3 damage on his, which also damages it pretty good, but still does not drop it. All right, Claudia, she fires at the one in front of Theo, and she gets 3 successes. Oh, no. I'm supposed to roll 4 dice. So, okay. Anyway, so 3 successes, breaks through, but that is just enough to take that one down. So this one moves up. All right, so they're doing 5 dice plus 3 is 8 on Theo, and 5 dice and plus 3 is 8 on Kranos. So here we go. All right, so Theo is the red, Kranos is the gray. I can't believe how well these kobolds are rolling. All right, so Theo, 3, 6 minus 3 is 3 damage. That's as much as he has. He's gonna have to use his daring dice to reduce that damage by not hurting him at all. So he manages to dodge that one, but at the cost of his daring dice. Let's go to Kranos. He's really taking it here. All right, so that is 3, 6, 9 damage. Minus 4 is 5 damage. Kranos takes a solid hit from these kobolds. Man, they are fighting for their lives, cornered in this part of the delve. It's just getting bad. And then the bowman fires off at Claudia. and gets 3 successes and no exploding dice. That's 1 damage to Claudia. Now, Grandon really doesn't want to use power points. So he's going to Magic Bolt, and that his Magic Bolt's at 7 instead of 8 because he is fatigued, and he's going to hit the one in the back with the short bow. It's 1 exploding die. So that's 3, 6, 7 minus agility resistance of 3, which is 4 damage. That is enough to take out the archer in the back. These 2 kobolds, they have nowhere to run. They're not going to ask for mercy. They're going to fight to the death. So, here we go with initiative. Exploding die. Nope. Theo's after. Claudia before. Grandon before. You get an exploding die. He goes before. So, Kranos rolling 7 dice because he is fatigued. Normally rolling 8. Attacks the one on his left. Oh my goodness. 2 exploding dice. So that's 3, 6, 7. And that is enough to drop his. And he moves over here 5 feet. Then Theo does not get to attack. However, Grandon is going to Magic Bolt this guy for 7 dice because they are fatigued. Ew, he really is fatigued. Holy moly. That is not enough. He misses. He completely misses the kobold as it dances out of the way. Claudia with her bow, 4 dice because she's fatigued. Ooh, she gets the exploding die. Another exploding die. Yes, so 3, 6 minus 2 is enough to drop that opponent. Oh, I need healing badly. So he's going to use the last 2 charges on one of his healing stones to heal himself. D6 plus 1. 7 and 4 is 11. So that heals him up almost to full. Oh, that wound hurt. Oh, it's bleeding everywhere. Yes, it was quite a grievous wound. You are very brave, Harefoot. Thank you. So it hurt so bad. What I wouldn't give for some of Granny Shieldfoot's chicken noodle soup. Yes, whatever that is. All right, so let's go. Anyone else? I need it. So he heals himself with 2 charges from his healing stone. So that's 6 plus 2 is 8. Not quite up to full, but that'll do. Claudia listens at the door. Now, this is... All right, so this is only the 2nd level. We're going to roll to see. This is going to be at a plus... Yeah, at the 1st level, there was no. So there's going to be a +1 to see if this is where this is, because the 6 are higher. So no, so the stairs down. Now, let's see if there's going to be an encounter in here. I say on a 1. No encounter. Ooh, that was close. Let's see. I think given the composition of the Invisible Order party that I have in my mind, they can't afford to leave any rear guards behind. So there's going to be nobody in here. So they open up and they see stairway leading down. But they're going to loot the kobolds first. Let's see what kind of treasure they have on them using my treasure table, which you can also download from itch.io. D3 times 6 gold. D6 gold. D3. 1. Just 3 gold pieces on them. They were not very rich kobolds. All right, and no magic items. All right, so they get to the issue of opening the door. The door does not indicate that it is locked. So she is going to listen. There's nothing in there, so she listens. They don't hear anything. She opens the door and they see this, and they see stairway down. Well, I know we're in a hurry, but man, I could go with the rest. We have no time. We must continue. Very well, boss. Crack the whip. All right, let's go, people. So they start down the hall. or down the stairs into the 3rd level of the delve. Okay. Doors galore. All right. So she's going to listen at each of the doors. Wow. Okay. Wow. This delve is massive compared to, I mean, for what Deckbane's Many Dungeons usually generates for me. Yeah, we'll do that. So she listens at all the doors, but only this one up here has anything to hear. Let's see if it's the kind of creature that she would hear. She would not, and the door is locked. So she doesn't think the invisible order went this direction anyway. Let's see if she hears the things. I'll say since they're kind of far away, it would take a lot to hear it. DL5. Oh, I only reroll 1. All right, so she hears a clicking noise. There's a strange clicking noise down that hall, but the door's locked. I don't think the invisible order went this way. So which way did they go? Hard to say. Well, you don't hear anything in either way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to spin around. Here we go. Granny Shieldfoot, point the way. So they're going to go to the left. I'm going to roll to see what direction the invisible order actually went. 1, 2, 3, they went left. 4, 5, 6, they went right. They went left. Good. So Granny Shieldfoot is right. So they open the door, they see another door. Oop, there is a monster on the other side of that door. So she's going to listen. Let's see what kind of monster it is. Classic. Yeah, okay. Okay, that'll work. She opens the door. Now, the monsters, Axbane's Deck of Many Dungeons says the monsters appear right here, but I'm going to have them be up here. And we're going to see there are 2 statues standing opposite the treasure on the ground. So Claudia opens the door because she doesn't hear anything, and she sees the pits on either side. She sees the bridge, and she sees 2 statues up against the wall and a door off to the right. She informs the group of what she sees, and so they're like, okay, let us go. So they go there. Nobody goes up on the... Can I please grab some of that gold? Grandon's like, your greed will get you killed. There's nothing probably but a trap. So they go. She listens at the door. Wow. Big, big dungeon. All right, so let's see. All right, so that's going to have to be a dead end based on what Axbane's Deck of Many Dungeons is giving me. So this is a dead end here, which is kind of good since they didn't go that way anyway. Why someone would lock a dead end hall? Maybe it's the dwarves. The dwarves are mysterious creatures. Anyway, so it's going to continue up this way, and there are monsters in the hall there. Let's see what those monsters are. Ooh. Okay, no worries. So she listens and doesn't hear anything. She opens the door, they head down the hall, and they find splattered all over the floor dead blood wings. Winged creatures with pronounced proboscis that suck blood. And creatures have been smashed. So, that's that. Let's see what's on the other side of this. More monsters. Let's see what those monsters were. 36. They come around the corner, and they see a dead spider splattered on the ground. I think the invisible order most definitely came this way. I concur, Claudia. I concur indeed. Let us continue with the utmost caution. Whoa. So that king got mixed in with that group. With the main deck. Happens sometimes, folks. All right, so I have... Oh my gosh. It went all the way under my game table. All right. Okay. So I ruled that the invisible order came this way. There's a side entrance, but we're going to make that an entrance down to the lower level, down to level 3. I don't know what's this direction, but that's okay. And I'm going to roll to see if they went down that stair or if they went in this room. If they went in this room, I'm going to say they're taking a respite here, and that's what the monster indicator is, that it's the invisible order team. If they went down the hall, then this monster will be something else. So let's randomly determine. I think it's a 50% chance they went down the hall. 1, 2, 3 went down the hall. 4, 5, 6, they went through the double doors. 1, they did go down the stairs to the next level. So, yes. So we're going down to the 3rd level because we're on the 2nd level currently, I think. Yes. All right. So they went that way. These double doors are closed. And let's see what that monster is. 16. That does make sense. So we'll roll another one. So we'll see the opposite, 61. That does make sense. Okay. So Claudia listens at that door. Mind 2, 1 proficiency. Thievery 2, +1 for perception for being a Felcat, -1 because she is fatigued. And these things are not shy about making noises, but they may not have made, I don't know. So we're going to say it's a DL4. 2 exploding dice. Man, she's been rolling the most exploding dice. She hears moaning. The non-good kind of moaning. Sounds like someone's in pain. I don't like the sound of that. Like wailing in pain or like, no, moaning. Theo's like, let me listen. So he listens. His mind is 3. And that's it. He needs 4. Oh, -1 die for fatigue. He doesn't hear anything. I don't hear anything. Trust me. Well, what do you think? Could it be invisible order people that are hurt or harmed or something? Claudia's like, I think they're the Walking Dead. Oh, well, always good to put those people to rest. But we have stairs down. Yeah. All right, I'll leave it to Grandon. Well, if you are correct, and there are the Walking Dead on the other side of that door, that is a distraction we do not need. And that also probably means that unless there's another way out through that door, that they went down this stair. Claudia, I would like you to open that door and take a look. Very well. So she creaks open the door so slowly, looks inside, sees the Walking Dead shuffling and no other doorway, and slowly closes the door quietly. No way out. Then we go downward. So they head down the stairs. So that is going to put them on the 3rd level of the delve. Stairway led down. Excuse me. And they are left and right. Wow, okay. Yikes. Oh, man. This is a long hallway with lots of monsters. All right, so that's going to end in a door. Now we'll see what's this way. So this leads to kind of a dead end here with a cave in. I'm going to replace this card. We need 2 ways to go at this point. Whoa. Holy moly. All right. All right. That gives us something to work with. Okay, so excuse me. I'm going to see which way the invisible order went. 1, 2, 3 left, 4, 5, 6 right. They went right. Okay, that makes sense. So now our team is like, here, nothing down here. And let's see down this way. 21. So, I don't know. I don't hear much. Well, let's see what Granny says. Here we go. He starts swinging around. 1, 2, 3. He stops this way. 4, 5, 6. He stops that way. They're going to go to the right, the way the invisible order went. She says that way. So whatever these creatures are, let's see what they are. 15. That doesn't make sense. 51. That doesn't make sense. Same thing. Same thing. Oh my gosh, can I roll 4 times in a row? Oh, I almost did. All right, 56. Oh, we're 65. The invisible order does not know they're coming. Okay, so they come down the corner and there's dead kobolds littering the floor. This door is locked and there's a passage there to the right. I will continue the way. So this would be the final room of this thing. So I think that's where we will be. So that is, instead of replacing one of those, I think this is a really good room for which you got 2 chests once again. That's probably where the spell book is contained. A magic pool, which is even more fun. And this is going to be where the invisible order are hiding. So the team approaches. She is going to listen at the door. And they are not making any attempts to be quiet. So they are in this room. She comes back and says, I hear human voices. That's got to be them. All right. Here's what I propose we do. I wonder if there's a way out of that room. Unknown. I know we are tired. We are slightly wounded. Our resources have been stretched, but I think we have no choice but to confront them and get them now. Agreed. So I'm going to set up the room. Here we go. So there's a passageway that leads into this room. I'm setting this room up here. They found the invisible order on the 3rd level of the delve. Okay. All right, and then we have, you know what? It's probably, yeah, this works. So we'll make it this room here. This will work. So we enter here. There's a door here. Then there are stairs up. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We'll just make these. There's stairs leading up to this level that goes around the outside of the room. Bonus points if without you popped into your head when I said around the outside. Bonus points for the day, for the adventure. Okay. And then we shall do this. So this is the upper level of the room, and there's a magic pool here. And I have a pool tile, I think, somewhere in here. If not, I have a few things I could... well, I used to have a pool tile. All right, so what we'll do is we'll say that this is... Wait, where'd it go? Come on, where is it? I know it's here somewhere. No. All right, whatever. Oh, you know what? I do have this tile. Yeah, perfect. So this tile will be the magic pools. Make sure, so the magic pool's right there. And this leads up to there. I'll have this lead up to there, that'll be good. And we will make, let's say this is stairway up. And this is stairway up. So stairs up to the upper level. The upper level is where the pool is. Down here we have 2 treasure chests. And that is where we are going to end this session. Once again, with a cliffhanger. It's the only way to do it, in my opinion. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this little dungeon delve and the pursuit of the Invisible Order. It looks like it may be coming to a head, but you never know what's going to happen when you're solo role-playing, folks. So, that's that. Until the next time, once again, thank you so much for all the support that you've given me throughout the course of this channel, and especially for all of you who have downloaded Delves and Dangers and tried it out. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep on rolling dice and playing games. Mage Hammer out.